And welcome to part 2 of the video on the tulip swing. I've explained quite a bit in the first video, so we'll just get straight into the next section now, the second half of the song. So we're going to start at bar 11. And straight away, I'm going to throw a bit of a curveball at you. I'm going to suggest some different fingerings. Now the fingerings that are written there, finger 3 on a D, is fine. Okay, and then our A, our high F sharp, I beg your pardon, and finger 1 for an A. Now you can see that we've formed like a D major chord there, all together. Okay, so that sounds quite nice, there's no problem with that. And then the dilemma is, how do we get that C natural, which is written as fret 5, of course, using finger 4 on string 3. And you can see what I've had to do, I've had to lift all my other fingers to get away from there. Now, it's not a drastic issue. I have to say, if you want to play it like this, it's absolutely fine to be able to go, I'll do it slowly. And you can lift that note on its own. It's quite interesting. We've got a D bass ringing underneath it, so we get a good sound. But we just lost the fact it was in the chord. There you go, we've had to lift the chord to get away. So I'm going to suggest something else. When you come from the previous bar, put fingers 2 and 3 down. So you've got 2 on an A now, as you can see, and finger 3 on an F sharp. What I'm suggest you're going to do is, what I'm going to suggest you do is put, when those fingers are down, which are strong fingers, just put finger 4 on the D. Okay, and that means you can play. Okay, so now we've got a D7th chord. So we started off with a D major chord, and then the C natural makes it a D7, the bluesy sound. Okay, and they all ring on together. Okay, which I'm sure really is what, if you like, what a blues player would play. I don't think we'd want to keep lifting those notes all the time to play another note, unless really it was specifically indicated that there was a really good reason for doing so. So I'll give you that choice. It's yours to take. It doesn't matter what's going to happen in the next bar, because this bar stands on its own. So we get, there's our 2 D basses. Now we get a D sharp and a C natural. And then now we get finger 3 go onto an A. Okay, so you can come, again, we've got another chord here, so kind of quite nice to keep those fingers down. I think that's why I just wanted to stop at that point and mention that really. Okay, got like a strange sounding scary chord that just is kind of leading us to the next section of the song. And that now takes us to the next section. Quite tricky this, so I'm going to again give you a couple of options here. First part, okay, C sharp and A, to the high E, a bar A at the 5th fret, of course, for B and F sharp. Finger 2, you can see, plays the G. Now then, this awkward C sharp. Okay, so if you're comfortable at holding your bar A, that's absolutely fine. Okay, there's no problem at all. If you struggle with that, I don't personally like to see finger 4s come to these lower notes when there's bar A's and other fingers happening down here. It puts the hand in all sorts of difficult positions. So here's an option for you. You could play the first part, the bar A. Okay, so I've still got a B ringing there, and that is nice. Then I lift the bar A. Okay, so it means that I probably lost that G. Okay, but that's not such a problem with that C sharp. It's quite powerful. And then just play the F sharp with finger 1. So again, these are options for you to play if you wish. Choose whichever's best for you. If you can eventually work to play the bar A, the G, C sharp and F all together, so that G was still ringing as the C sharp played, then that's great. Then we've got some relief anyway now because we've got open strings, thumb for the G bass of course, finger 4 it says for the D, which is good, fingers 1 and 3 go down, hold this again, because now we've got a A7th chord, what we call an A7th chord, an A major with the G natural in the 7th, so okay, now we can play our run up, B, C sharp, finger 4 of course. Now we're back to this variation, or if you wish to do the variation, it was the same as bar 11, so this is bar 15 now. I'm going to put 2 and 3 down to play this D7, D into D7. Okay, now fingers 1 and 2, finger 4 plays F sharp, and again it's like a diminished chord now, falls a diminished chord, so we get this kind of nice ringing sound, little crescendo there of course, to bring that out, so that's nice. So we've gone from like a D7th chord to that sound, and of course that's leading us because we played D sharps up to an E, so that's where it's taking us. Bar 17, use the fingerings as written and the right hand, so you keep the D natural down. Slight variation for me, I've moved finger 4 up to D sharp and finger 3 for the F sharp. Use the right hand fingerings as written, so F sharp, D sharp, A with finger 1, back to D again, D sharp, and then I just come out with the E's. G sharp, F sharp, bring finger 2 up. Okay, so a lovely little run at the end there, so we get, and then that takes us all the way back to the beginning of the song. You play all the way through to the first and second ending, so you repeat the first and second endings if you want to play the song in its entirety, and then you can see it says go to the coda. So we've ended up at just that bit at the end of the second ending to go E, A, then the A bass, this is the last bar. So at the end, all you do, you play the high A and E bass. Now bar A at position 1, so we've got B flat, G sharp and D, and then you lift the bar A, put finger 2 on C sharp, there's an up and down symbol, so the only thing I can assume is like a blues bend. Up we go and down we come. That's the only thing I can really think of here, what's going on. So I'll just try that. Yeah, you don't have to be too much. Just nice and subtle really. Gives it like a quirky ending. So I do hope this has been a good video for you to help you learn a nice blues song, Tulip Swing.